I was still in elementary school that year, and every walk to and from class left my heart pounding. At home, we tied red cloth strips across every door and window because they said she slipped in at night and ate people alive. This is the story of the cat-faced old lady. But before I begin, welcome to our channel, where we bring you the creepiest and scariest stories from around the world. If you love scary stories, then make sure to follow for more terrifying tales. But now it's time for bed, so tuck yourself in and prepare for a night of fright. In the winter of 1995, a biting wind swept through the Chinese countryside. For Wu Fugui, returning home from his factory job was always a joy. But this time, his heart sank. As he rounded the corner to his home, he saw something that made him freeze. On the ground lay an old woman. Her face was half-eaten, and a large black cat with eyes like glowing embers was licking the fresh wounds. The cat snarled and bolted, leaving Wu Fugui paralyzed with horror. He could only collapse beside the woman and watch her slowly die. Her hands twitched. She tried to speak, but no sound came out. And then she looked at him, her eyes wide with fear before she died. Through the blood and shadows, Wu Fugui recognized old lady Li, who had lived alone after being driven from her home by her own children. He stayed with her until her body grew cold, knowing that soon her hungry family would return. That night, old lady Li's body was carried home for the 3-day vigil. On the first night of mourning, her unfilial children paced outside, counting funeral expenses and ignoring the cries of their aging mother. Suddenly, they heard it, a low, cat-like mew from inside the hall. Too scared to investigate, they huddled together until the cry came again. This time it sounded like footsteps. They crept in and saw no cat. Then the hair-raising meow came again, this time from right behind them. They spun around, and there she sat on the edge of the bed, risen from her shroud. Her face was half missing, replaced by feline flesh. One emerald eye burned with hatred, the other shone with a chilling emptiness. Her lips curled back in a grotesque snarl, revealing sharp fangs. With a guttural hiss, she lunged at the eldest son, Zhongping, who screamed and fled. His wife stumbled 2 steps before something powerful seized her. She begged for mercy, but the creature offered none. Zhongping raced for help, calling for everyone in the village. But when they returned with a handful of villagers, the house was drenched in blood. Mrs. Li's belly was torn open. Her organs were gone. Only crimson stains marked the catwoman's escape. The next morning, villagers gathered to comfort the family. Old man Li, overcome with grief, clutched his chest and died. His son, Zhongping, and his daughter-in-law survived, forever changed by their encounter with the catwoman. For years, they warned others about her, but no one believed them. Crazy, they said after 3 days of mourning. How could she still be alive? But not long after, more people began to disappear. Old Song Rento, returning to his grandson's home late one night, spotted a dark figure crouched in a corner, feasting on something. Curious, he stepped closer and vomited at the sight of a small pile of bones picked clean. Beside it, a half-eaten loaf of bread and a bowl of porridge had been abandoned. "Do you want a bite too?" rasped a voice. The old man whirled around, and there she was, the cat-faced old lady. Eyes gleaming in the darkness, she beckoned with a finger. Startled, old man Song ran. He didn't dare look back, but he heard her laughter echoing in the night. Villagers found bloodstains soon after, but the cat-faced old lady was gone. The newspapers screamed the horror, and for years after, fear kept her legend alive. Nobody has seen her since. Some say she lives in the mountains, preying on hikers. Others claim she lurks in ancient tombs, waiting for unsuspecting grave robbers. Every December 16th, her victims are remembered, and so it's best to stay indoors to keep safe from the cat-faced old lady. Sleep well, if you dare. And that's all for tonight. Now leave a comment below and tell us what you thought about the story. And if you're not already subscribed, then make sure to do so for more spine-chilling tales. Until then, sleep tight and don't let the bed bugs bite.